What's up everybody, Corey with Freaky Tech Reviews here. So recently I reviewed a leather case for my MacBook Air from a company called Andar that completely blew me away. And today I have the matching iPad case to check out as well. But I will say, as nice as it is, when it comes to how often I'll use it, my answer might surprise you. Andar specializes in full-grain leather products for mainly Apple products, but also has some EDC peripherals as well. And while it's not directly tech, I do like to feature them anyways because their quality is just fantastic. This iPad case is called the Mav, and it's designed out of that same full-grain oil-waxed leather, and before you even open the package, you can smell that leather. I know some folks aren't a fan of leather products, but for me, the smell and texture of fresh leather is amazing. And I covered a lot of it in my last video, so I won't dive too far into the differences, but full-grain leather is a significant upgrade compared to PU leather, also known as vegan leather, and there aren't a lot of products that last as long as true leather does. These cases are no different, as they almost encourage a rough lifestyle because that's the only way for you to get that nice patina over time. I have the brown version here to match my MacBook case, but there are other options for you to choose on Andar's website. The lid flap is stiff at first, but it becomes more flexible very quickly, and you use it to hold your iPad upright, and it also has a soft microfiber lining to protect your screen and the body of the tablet, which is great. It allows you to still easily attach your Apple Pencil and has cutouts for access to ports, buttons, speakers, and camera. Now, from a functionality standpoint, this case doesn't do anything different than a normal case would for an iPad. But the true value in this one specifically is its longevity and durability. Statistics show that people typically replace their iPads every 5 years, whereas an iPhone is a lot less at 2 to 3 years. So for me, if I'm going to get a case for my iPad, which I know that I'm gonna have for a longer period of time than a phone, I find it worth investing in a good case that gives me the standard functionality I need, but will last for the lifespan of that iPad. My iPad specifically is the iPad 5th generation Air, and Andar also has cases that fit any iPad Air and Pro from the last couple of years. Now this case is a premium price. It comes in at about $98 normally on their website, but as of the filming of this video, you can grab it for $73.50, and even less if you actually use my code FreakyTech15 for an additional 15% off. Also, Andar does offer free exchanges and a 90-day return policy, as long as you don't just beat the crap out of it. So for my verdict on cases from Andar, now that this is the second one that I reviewed, I'll keep it pretty simple. Is it necessary to spend that much more for your case? Not really. But will you feel buyer's remorse after buying a case like this that's this expensive? Absolutely not. Full grain leather goods are typically pretty expensive, and I actually think this is a pretty cost-effective way to get something that's not only going to protect your tech but look really good, because most of your cases for your phones and iPads and laptops look worse over time because they're not built to look better with age, and that's the reverse with leather. So that's one of the reasons that I like investing in an Andar product, is because I know it's going to look even better a couple years from now. So if you want a visually and physically appealing case that catches the attention in a classy way, then Andar has the perfect product for you. And if you have that budget to spend a little more on a premium case, I can assure you that you won't be disappointed, and you will feel like you got your money's worth once you have it. And to refer back to the beginning of the video when I tell you how much I'm actually going to use this case, it actually won't be as often as I was initially anticipating. And it's only because the functionality of my Apple Magic Keyboard is so useful for me that I'll barely ever take it off, because I like being able to have a constant keyboard that functions as a case as well. But that is the only case keyboard hybrid that I recommend. If I didn't have the Magic Keyboard from Apple, Andar would be my absolute next choice to put a case onto it, because I've messed with other Bluetooth keyboards. They're just not as good for the iPad, so if you can't use Apple's own Magic Keyboard, I would just not use a keyboard at all, and this would be the case that I would go with to protect something that costs over $1,000. So, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I think Andar is worth it, but I would be curious to see how you as the viewer thinks about it. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and join the Freaky Tech family. I'm on a quest to hit 2,000 subscribers by December, and your support would be greatly appreciated. But I really appreciate your time today and you spending some of it with me. Again, I'm Corey with Freaky Tech Reviews. I'll see you next time.